All right, we'll begin right away with questions for James, if you'd let me know. Okay, we're going to start, James, third row to your right.
Hey, what's up, Andy?
Your team came back and won all 3 quarters after the first, but what was your message to them about coming out and withstanding a punch like that in the first?
I think Vegas is too good of a team to get behind like that. I thought we were a little timid. And I don't know. It seems like we weren't ready to play at the beginning of the game. So that may have been on me.
Next question, second row center.
James, there was a lot of talk going into this game. You know, there was some concern expressed about Courtney, obviously coming off, being absent for 4 games. Were you at all worried about her going into this game?
No. I knew if we put her in a uniform, she would be ready to play. So that's what, and it's no, up to this point, it's no excuses. So she was in a uniform. So it was go time.
Next question, second row to your right.
Hey, Coach. Did Courtney say anything about how she was feeling after the game physically, or?
After the game?
Yeah.
No, I hadn't talked to her after the game, so I'm not sure.
On the court, I mean, Rebecca just had another stellar game starting on the perimeter.
Yeah.
How much did that contribute with you all being able to cut the deficit that was once, I think it was like 25-4 at one point in the first quarter, down to 7 in the late in the third?
Yeah, I mean, it gave us a level of toughness that we needed. Probably should have got her in there a little bit earlier. But yeah, I guess I got to find some time for her to really, especially when it seems like we're lacking some toughness. Just got to find some minutes for her early and just ride that out. I really felt like the first quarter put us behind. I don't know when she came in the first quarter, but I probably put her in a little bit too late.
James, next question, first row left.
Hi, James. Would you say the Aces were doing anything on defense in that first quarter that was really giving you all a tough time? And if so, when they do play defense like that, how does that make them that much tougher of a team?
No, I mean, all respect to Vegas, they're a good team, but I don't know if they did anything to kind of cause us to play the way we were playing. But you can go with it. I can say yes, they did, but they're a great team. They're coached great. That's a great organization, and they definitely deserve the Commissioner's Cup, and kudos to them. And yeah, hope they have a good flight back, and hopefully it's charter.
We'll go next question to your left in the third row, all the way to the left.
How you doing, Coach? So it seems like in the 3 games that you guys have played against the Aces, they have a very, very similar script as far as them getting out to a high start, you guys coming back, and then back and forth throughout the course of the game.
Yeah.
So do you feel like in those games specifically, is it more of like a thing where you guys need to hit more shots more than anything, or do you feel like it's more so the defense, or?
It's a little bit of everything. I mean, we can't give a team 33 points in the first quarter. We got to score more than 14. We can't start from behind. We have to continue to be persistent and not look for any bailouts and not have expectations coming into the game. Well, we can have expectations, and we know what those expectations are going to be. And so, we're Chicago Sky, and they're Vegas, and that's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. That's a big market team, and we're not. And so we can't expect anything going into the game. We have to grind it out. We have to beat Chicago, just like the city. We have to grind, and you can't expect shit. Can't expect shit. And even when life doesn't seem fair, shit doesn't matter. That's when you got to get tough. And that's what we're going to do. We have to do it because that's the only thing I know. It's the only thing I know. And as long as I'm here, that's how I'm going to be. And so I might complain about stuff during the game after the game is over. I don't care about what we see as even on both sides. We're not an even team. They're Vegas and we're Chicago. And that's what I want to be, because that's the way I was born, uneven. And that's what I'm going to put on this team, that we're going to conquer shit unevenly. And at the end of the day, we'll be standing. And so that's how it's got to go.
Next question, third row center.
He has another.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
And then my last question is, so it seems like you guys are at your best when you're able to force a lot of tough twos. So when the team has players that can hit those shots, especially late in the shot clock, does that kind of sway you guys off of what your alignment is typically, or how you feel about those?
I mean, normally, yeah. But when you have the best 3-point shooter in the league getting 9 wide open threes, it's just not anything that we practice or anything that we worked on. And you have to have that attention to detail and that sense of urgency, because if you give it to them, they're going to take it. And so I thought we weren't disciplined. And if we were disciplined, you would have seen more of that and less of what you saw tonight early.
Third row center.
Coach, I know you're not going to make any kind of excuses, but was there a little bit of after effects from the travel of Saturday to New York?
What travel?
And then just going into the latter half of the latter 7 games of the season, how do you take a game like this that's outside the regular season schedule and use that as preparation, as fuel to kind of close things out against a somewhat tough schedule, games against Connecticut and then Las Vegas again?
It was a championship game and we lost. I don't think the schedule is any tougher though. I don't care who we play. Man, I don't think the schedule is any tougher than whoever anybody else has got, because at the end of the day, it's about when I wake up in the morning, I look at myself in the mirror. When I go and talk to our team, I look at them, and they have to play us. And I don't feel like we came with that approach tonight, because we weren't ourselves in the first quarter, and that was clear. So, yeah, but we'll learn from it. We'll learn from it.
James, thank you.